Morning, folks. Welcome to my second episode today of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and I told you we were doing a second video today. Now, we've done two previous videos in regards to the Britney Spears conservatorship. One of the main reasons I speak out on it, and I know how bad it is remember my background, folks. I used to work for the Department of Mental Health. I have seen the horrors of full conservatorship. And I'm going to make sure to reference those two videos in the description as well as the link to the article I'm about to read. Now, normally I don't really like dealing with Rolling Stone because, after all, they did do Johnny very, very dirty. But for this case, I am going to go ahead and read this article. Okay? So, I do want you guys to be aware the reason why the disability rights community is watching this so closely is because, folks, conservatorships is a huge thing in the disability world and one of the main ways that our human rights get violated. Many of the people that are in the JRC are placed there by full guardians and conservators, more often than not those that are appointed by the state and are actually complete strangers to the conservatories. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Britney Spears breaks silence at conservatorship. I just want my life back. My God, do I know that cry. During harrowing testimony, Spears describes past 13 years under her father, Jamie Spears' control. I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive. Britney Spears addressed the court on Wednesday for the first time since her court-appointed attorney filed to remove her father, Jamie Spears, as a conservator of her estate last August. Spears appeared in court via Zoom. After technical difficulties delayed the hearing, Spears requested that her testimony remain open for all to hear because they've done a pretty good job exploiting my life. Spears' harrowing testimony presented her side of the last 13 years of her life, which have been controlled by the Jamie Spears-led conservatorship. Spears stated that any claims that she has dementia are false, noting that she had been the one to teach her dancers the choreography for her shows. Spears also pointed out the medication she has been given over the last 8 years, including lithium, which she called a strong drug. She compared herself to a self-trafficking victim while describing a life in which she is forced to work every day. The people who did this to me should not be able to get away and walk away easily, she told the courtroom. A roundup of 10... Spears added that she had no idea she could petition the court to end her conservatorship. She had also been told by her court-appointed lawyer, Samuel Ingham III, that she should not publicly share details of what had been done to her. All I want is to own my money, and for this to end, and for my boyfriend to be able to drive me in his car. And honestly, I want to be able to sue my family, she said. Spears said she had not even had autonomy over her own body during the conservatorship, explaining that she had been told that she was not allowed to get married or have another child. Her guardians would not grant her permission to have her IUD removed. I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive, she said. Absolutely. And guys, that is a theme throughout the disability community. There has been forced sterilizations on people with disabilities that dates back all the way back to the 1920s, when such things became scientifically possible. People who are stuck in these conservatorships have no autonomy over their own bodies, whether to have or not have children. So, yeah, think about that for a minute. Spears, who turns 40 this year, has been in a conservatorship for 13 years, which is unprecedented for someone so young. Her father has been in charge of the conservatorship since the beginning, and now co-manages her $60 million fortune, along with a health management company, the latter of which was at his daughter's request. In a new report by the New York Times, previously sealed court records revealed that the pop star voiced concerns regarding her father's fitness to be in charge of her assets far earlier than initially reported, along with requests for other changes to the arrangement. After several public incidents of erratic behavior in 2008 that ended in a 5150 involuntary psychiatric hold, Spears was put under court-ordered conservatorship. See, this is insane. This is the stigma I'm talking about all the time, that people with disabilities and people with mental health issues are under 24/7. You know how I talk about that media perpetuated image of people with disabilities and why and how it's harmful? This is my exhibit A. Okay? They really can take away from us our autonomy. And it is extremely difficult to fight our ways out once we find ourselves locked in before we even can blink. So, just wanted to let that out there. Her finances remain under the watchful eye of Jamie and former co-conservator Andrew Wallet. Since the start of the arrangement, Spears has continued working actively as she did prior. She has released multiple hit albums, headlined a successful Las Vegas residency, and served as a judge on The X Factor. The more public attention was brought to her case in early 2019, when she suddenly canceled her newly announced second Las Vegas residency after Jamie fell ill. Later, Spears claimed in court that she had been forced to enter a psychiatric facility after she argued against certain creative decisions in rehearsal. That summer, Jamie was temporarily replaced as conservator following an alleged physical altercation between him and Spears' eldest son. Over the course of 2019, the Free Britney movement began to grow online. Celebrity like Paris Hilton and Miley Cyrus have been friendly with Spears in the past, voiced concern. Many fans have waited outside Spears' court hearings with signs in support of the star. Okay, so they're doing what they're doing usually with the Johnny supporters. They're all fans. They don't understand. Don't understand my ass. I've been in the field. Come at me. Ask me anything. Ask me. Go right ahead. I dare you. Ask me. Whew. I'm gonna need some calm down tea later today. Many fans, I hate when they just use fans, because sometimes, folks, these people aren't even really fans of their folks. They're supporters because they see a screwed up situation. Well, that's the end of the article, so I guess I can go ahead and rant. Some people, like me, have actually worked in this field. And when they're not working in the field, they're volunteering in that same field. And they've seen the damage that things like this can do. I hate that dismissive, high-handed bullshit that the Rolling Stones freaking articles freaking go ahead and use. But yes, folks, there is a reason why this is more than just a celebrity thing. And I do want to correct something, because there are a lot of women online that's saying this is misogyny, this is the patriarchy at work. No, it isn't. This is about something else entirely. This is about mental health stigma. It is a disability rights and mental health rights issue that goes way back, and it knows no gender, no race, no sexual orientation. It has nothing to do with the patriarchy. It has nothing to do with misogyny, because the fact of the matter is, both women, men, and everyone in between who has a disability and has been in a conservatorship has had to deal with the same violations of human rights, going back all the way back to the 1920s. Should she have autonomy over her body? Absolutely. But you also know who else deserves to have autonomy over their body? A gentleman with a disability who also has had his autonomy removed and is not allowed to make decisions about his own body. Okay? This is not a women's issue. It is a human rights issue. It is a disability rights issue. It is mental health rights issue. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Do not take away from this struggle by making it into something that it isn't. All right. Now, that's all I got for this morning. Now, before we close out, we don't get that very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed time to time. So please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. Again, folks, I do apologize for my appearance today. I just didn't feel like putting on the makeup. And, being the doll per usual, I'm kind of low energy. So, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, folks, we here at Smelling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.